Hey, what's up guys? Today I'll be doing an unboxing of a few new pairs of boxing gloves from Danger Boxing Equipment. So check it out. Hey, what's up guys? Carlo here. Today I'm doing an unboxing of two pairs of boxing gloves I ordered from Danger Boxing Equipment. They're a company based out of Thailand, and I ordered these gloves about 2.5 weeks ago. I believe these are made to order. So from the time you order it, they manufacture the gloves and then they ship it out to you. They are based out of Thailand. The packing slip on here is through Aramex, and it looks like they ship out of TTF Shipping, Banglamung, Chonburi, Thailand. So these gloves are manufactured in Thailand and then shipped out. Before I do the unboxing, or should I say the unpacking, the two gloves I ordered are going to be the Danger Equipment Evolution 3.0 in green and gold. These are 16 ounces. They cost $69. And then I also got the Danger Equipment Lace Up Mexican style in blue and gold in 16 ounces as well, and they were $72. So both gloves are relatively affordable in terms of pricing, especially what you consider how much gloves cost nowadays. So for both gloves, I paid $141 plus $30 in shipping, so total was $171 US dollars for these gloves to be shipped to Arizona from Thailand. So let's go ahead and get this bag open and take a look at the gloves. Lift this up, just being careful not to rip the gloves themselves. And here is the first glove. This is the Evolution 3.0 glove. So it's green, gold, and purple. And the second glove is the Mexican style one, and that is in that blue, silver, and gold. So I'm gonna put this one to the side. Let's go ahead and open the Evolution glove first. And it's nicely packed and wrapped in plastic. You do have some shipping paper or packing paper. And there you have it. So a beautiful looking glove. And this is a synthetic PU leather material. Both gloves are both synthetic polyurethane outside, but the PU they use on here is very nice. Looks to be very high quality. And that's what you see with a lot of these new synthetic gloves. You know, they've really upped their game in terms of the type of material they use. But the gold on here has a little bit of a kind of a pearlized. It's not super metallic, but it does have elements of kind of a metallic look. You also have that gold and purple. I think that's kind of a unique colorway. You typically don't see gold, purple, and green as a colorway. But it actually looks pretty good. So you have that gold, you have a green attached thumb, ventilated holes on the inner portion of the thumb, and then you have mesh on the palm. It's almost segmented, like three little partitions of mesh, two on the palm and right underneath the finger. Grip bar on here is pretty firm. I'd say it's medium in size. Down below, it does say Made in Thailand, Danger Equipment on the end of the Velcro tab. Also the weight says 16 ounces, and it also says DE for Danger Equipment, semi-leather. So semi-leather is just their way of calling it synthetic. This is more or less, I'd say, kind of more of a Thai style glove in terms of the shape. You do have that rounded cuff at the very bottom. So in my opinion, this is more of a traditional, I would say, a Thai-made glove. The inside has a standard polyester satin liner on the inside of the head compartment. You're looking at about an inch of really firm foam padding around the wrist cuff. There's a label on the inside as well. It just says Danger Equipment, and it has their website on there. Put these on real quick and slide my hand into the glove. Put the Velcro on. They do the left glove as well. So left glove with the right glove on. The liner feels really good. Finger compartment, my initial impression is that it's nice and deep. You get a good amount of depth. It's not too wide, doesn't feel too narrow. The thumb positioning is really perfect. It's pulled in, and they do a nice job of giving you enough room for the meaty part of your thumb at the very bottom right here to allow your thumb to breathe. And there's about an inch of padding on the back of the thumb as well. But when you make a fist, it doesn't pull down on the tip. So in terms of like the depth of the thumb, that feels really good. I'd say that the gloves are semi broken in. They're not extremely soft, but they're not super stiff as well. But there's definitely going to be a break-in period when you're using these gloves. But they definitely feel very comfortable. There's a little bit of excess liner around the top part of the finger compartment. Wish that was a little bit smoother. It's not a huge deal, but it's definitely noticeable. And you can feel a little bit of the stitching on that secondary grip bar, right where the liner meets the inside portion of that finger compartment. So I wish that would have been a little bit more covered. But yeah, definitely semi-broken feel, and they utilize layered foam padding in this glove. The density on here, I'd say medium, maybe a little bit on the softer side. Not super soft, definitely not stiff at all. But yeah, they used what feels like probably a combination of like an open and closed cell foam, maybe a little bit of latex, I would assume. But definitely interested on how this feels once I start using it in training. But overall, a really nice looking glove. And again, this one I believe this one is $69 for the Evolution 3.0. So really nice, cool looking glove. I'm gonna put that to the side. Let's go ahead and open up the Mexican style glove. This one was $72. And it's made of that same synthetic material that they use for the Evolutions. So packed the same way, plastic, shipping paper inside there. And this is a lace-up glove. So there you have it. And again, really nice looking glove with the blue, gold, and silver. Right off the bat, one thing I noticed that I didn't notice in the photos when I ordered it is that they put like a welted seam on the seams of the glove. So that's kind of a cool touch that they did that with the welted seam. The laces on here are really long. They're black laces with plastic tips at the end. Again, you do have the Danger Boxing logo on the back of the glove. Foam padding on here, I'd say it's very similar consistency as these Evolutions, if not probably the same type of foam padding. And they might be a little bit different, but in terms of just the field test of me pushing down on the punch surface, I'd say medium to soft in density. Definitely not a stiff glove in terms of the foam padding. You'll notice that you do have that gold and silver, the split thumb with a blue attached thumb at the end right there. The thumb also, just kind of compare it to the Evolutions, is a little bit fatter in terms of the height of the thumb compartment. So I'm kind of curious on how that feels. You do have your segmented triple cuff on the back of the wrist support. And it does say DE, semi-leather, on the inside right there. You also have the Danger Equipment, Garment Department, original brand, handcrafted in Thailand. You have that tag right here on the outside, as well as the 16-ounce weight right next to it. The inner liner on here is a polyester satin liner as well. And there's a heavy emphasis on wrist padding. I mean, the wrist padding on here is probably some of the thickest I've ever seen. You're looking at maybe 2 inches of wrist padding on the inner portion right here on obviously both gloves. And I'd say about maybe an inch of firm density foam, like an EVA mixed with maybe a closed cell foam on the back. But there's just a thick amount of padding around the wrist. So for those of you that really like wrist padding, this glove has it. And you'll notice that that wrist padding goes all the way up around where the palm is. The palm does not have any ventilated holes. You do have a large grip bar that's nice and firm, but you do have holes on the inner portion of the thumb. So beautiful looking glove. For a 16-ounce glove, I'd say it's on the larger side. It's definitely not a super compact glove, but a little bit more on the medium to larger side in terms of like sizing profile compared to other 16-ounce gloves. So let's go ahead and slide this on. And yeah, I mean, that wrist padding, you can definitely feel it. Thumb on here feels really good. Again, similar to those Evolution gloves, the piping around the fat part of my thumb drops down, so it allows the bigger part of my thumb to really slide in and be comfortable. You have the welted seams right there, about an inch of medium density foam on the back of the thumb. Again, when I make a fist, it doesn't pull down on the tip, so in terms of the depth of the thumb, that feels really good. Gloves, I'd say are kind of broken in. I say right there in the middle, a little stiffer than the Evolutions. I can't open my palm further than that. That's about as far as I can get my hand before I have to really force myself to get it open. Let me go ahead and put the other glove on too, and feel how the right side feels. But yeah, both sides, yeah, definitely feel like you have to put a lot of effort into opening your hand. So it's definitely going to be a break-in period. Grip bar feels really good. The funny thing about this glove is that you'll notice the padding from the wrist support goes all the way up and kind of goes up and around on the palm right there. And it's almost like acts like a secondary mix. It almost makes the grip bar feel bigger than it is. Because when you make a fist, that padding kind of rolls up against that grip bar and it makes the grip bar feel larger, if that makes sense. But the liner feels really good. Thumb on the right, glove feels good as well. I feel like the depth of the finger compartment feels good. I wish there was, again, like the Evolutions, a little bit of extra liner over the stitching in the finger compartment. I can definitely feel the stitching right there, and it's not uncomfortable per se, but it's just something you notice. And with as much material you put on the inside, you know, maybe like a piece of felt or something would have been nice to cover it. The width of the finger compartment feels really good. It's not too wide, not too narrow. Thumb on the right side or the right glove feels good as well. And again, both gloves, I'd say about semi-broken in. It's going to take a little bit of time to really soften these gloves up. But I'd say the one thing that really sticks out to me about both of these gloves is just that wrist support. Just huge on this glove. And I think they look awesome, especially that colorway, that blue, the gold, and the silver. So definitely excited to try both of these gloves out. It's going to be a while for me to kind of put these gloves into my training rotation and eventually do a review on them. But did want to share these gloves with you. That way you guys can see them for yourselves. The first time I've done a review on a danger equipment, boxing gloves, just in general. So nice to have both pairs, both a Thai style as well as kind of a traditional contemporary Mexican style or contemporary boxing glove. Another thing I just noticed is on the palm side, you'll notice that they actually have like an inner piping and then like an additional like strip of leather above that. So it's almost like triple stitched on the palm side. So something just I've noticed that I haven't seen in other gloves as well, but a very unique glove in that regard, and excited to try these out. So Danger boxing equipment, I'll put the link down below in the description box for those of you that are interested. If you guys have any questions or comments, you guys know what to do, and I'll see you guys later. Take care.